Hey folks, how you doing? This is a special one today because we are 1 year old. The channel's been going 1 year, so 1 year ago today was the first video for DIY Vapor. Whole year. It's amazing. Lots happened. We are now 4,550 subscribers. We've had over 330,000 views and 155 videos, so this is video number 156. Don't have anything huge planned, but what I do have is a great recipe. I think I mentioned it on camera that I had a Grape Airhead. Oh look, here's the wrapper. There. I ate half of it and then I left it on the table like this, just laying around over there, just to have it in front of me. And then someone mentioned it on the live feed the other night, have I done it yet? And I was like, no, I've not even started it. So I done it last night. So I put together version 1, and I think that's all I'm ever going to put together. It came out great. One thing I did do, because I've tried JFM's strawberry airhead, which was great. And I just thought before I make this video, I thought, you know what, let's just have a check and see what JFM's was. So I went online and had a look, and sure enough, the fucker used saltwater taffy by Flavor West. So I thought I had done it. I thought I thought last night that this is another edge to it, but no, he used it as well. But anyway, my recipe's completely different. It does have strawberry taffy in, but only 1%, and it's only got like 2% of saltwater taffy. The rest of it is kind of getting a sour taste in there, and that gritty taste, and the sweetness, and of course the grape. Grape had to be right on. So yeah, if you think this is a rip-off of John's, just have a look at the recipe. It's nothing like it. I wanted to say that before I started because, you know, strawberry airhead, grape airhead, mine is completely different. But yeah, I don't have to explain that because I don't rip off other people's recipes. And John knows that. But we're going to go ahead and mix it, and it does taste great. I was not a big fan of vaping grape, but after the Grape Airhead, I was like, oh shit, I've got to make a vape like this. And to get it on version 1 is just great. I don't know if I'm getting better or just getting luckier, I don't know. But let's go ahead and get everything we need. I think the grape candy was about the furthest one over. Then we've got grape juice. David Leone, you may remember this. David Leone sent me this. I was lacking grape. Actually, he sent me grape candy as well. Oh, make sure this microphone's okay, so let's get the full recipe up. Got the grape ready, that was the easy bit. There it is. I already had it ready to go. Okay, so we've got the 2 grapes. We've got strawberry taffy, which is right there. I just wanted the strawberry taffy in at 1%, just to you kind of get a. You don't taste strawberry in the airhead, but there was something about it that just there's stuff going on behind it when you eat it. You eat a grape airhead, and it's just like there's other stuff going on in there. And I thought the strawberry and the cranberry, when I go to use it, were just spot on. Shit, now where's the saltwater taffy? Come on, if you know your alphabet, you can find it. There it is. Cranberry by Capella, great flavour. Just got this one, and it's sour and tart, and it's just really good. I think I'm going to try it in an apple pie pretty soon and see if I can get that tartness to it. I'm using sour as well by TFA. We're using marshmallow by Flavor Art, and we're using super sweet. And I think that's it. So let's go ahead and mix this up. Alright. First one is grape candy at 5%. Oh, good if I put it up there for you, wouldn't it? I was just about to go to bed. And I was like, shit, we're 1 year old. I can't go to bed without putting a video out. I meant to do it this morning. It's been one of those days. It hasn't been busy, but I've just been lazing around, but doing different shit. Lazing around doing different shit. Most of it was just sat on the computer. Oh my God, I vaped a ton of Grape Airhead this morning, and now I'm on Beard 72. I just done the clone of Beard 71, and then while I was cloning, I found other things that worked really well as a good vape. My version 12, because the Beard 71 was 21 versions to get it where it was. Version 12 was a really nice vape, so I grabbed version 12, tweaked it a little bit, and made a really nice peach vape, which I think is a little bit better than the Beard vape, that's saying something, because that thing is awesome. I don't mean my rest, I mean the Beard itself is just awesome. So the clone's good, because the clone's awesome because it's just like it. But ooh. Okay, grape juice, get him in. So yeah, I've made that, and I'm going to tweak it a little bit more. I think we can get it a bit better, but it is so good. I can't stop vaping it. Another thing I've done as well, I've been on the Heracles RDA, the TFV12, the Twisted Messes RDA, the Baby Beast. Been on all these things, you know, that we're really familiar with, and I think it was last night or maybe the night before, but I went ahead and whipped the CLT version 2 on the X Cube, and it's just a fucking great vape. I should have, and it's all it's got is just a couple of twisted coils in there. Really, really good. It was always my go-to. That was my favourite RDA, and I gotta say it, I think it still is, just for how practical it is, the size of the juice well. The Heracles is a great RDA, nice and big, and put all sorts of different coils in there, but it leaks like a fucker. Because of where the air holes come up from underneath. That's what happens with the TFV8, the 12, the 4, all of them that have got the air coming up from the bottom. The cotton gets stuffed down the side of the air holes, and as it's wicking up juice, of course, if it's wicking juice up and it's right next to a hole there, it's wicking around that as well, and it goes down and then it comes out the sides. So I get a leaking TFV8 and a TFV12. You know, I've done my videos with no leaks. It doesn't leak because, you know, you don't put the juice in there and all of a sudden it just comes out everywhere. It doesn't do that, but what it does, after about 2-3 days, you get the residual stuff starting to come out, and it's from going in those air holes. And what made me realise it was the Heracles, because it's got the same system. And with it being an RDA, it doesn't, you know, I don't run around with it or anything. I just fill it up, hit it a few times, but it leaks like a bitch because it's sucking up that stuff in the same way. But great RDA, but this thing here, clean as hell, great taste. I hope to look around and get another one. I bet you can get them cheap as shit now if you can find them. I think Fast Tech still have them. Talking about Fast Tech, I ordered some stuff off of them the 4th of July, and then they had 15% off, and they only just shipped one lot of it yesterday. Not yesterday, Friday. So we'll see when we get that. But the actual mod I ordered was still on back order. Still restocking. Alright, this is the saltwater taffy, which goes in at just 2%. I said it's not all about the taffy. The strawberry airhead that John done, when you try strawberry airhead, that strawberry taffy is just bang on to it, and add this with it, and it's, yeah, you get that taffy taste. With this one, you are looking at a sour grape with that chewy taffy bit in the background. You do get a big hit of grape. I mean, on the real thing, on the actual candy itself. So that's what I was looking at, and this this cranberry here does the sour bit to it, or the sharp bit. And I was going to use just normal sweetener, but there's something about the super sweet. The super sweet is, as its name suggests, they ought to call it fuck off sweet, because that's what it is. It's just fuck off sweet. It's crazy sweet. But what it does do, it does give you that sugary taste with it as well. There's like an aftertaste with it, and that's what the airhead needed. It's kind of like a bitterness. It's hard to explain, but I was going to go normal sweetener because I like the kind of smoothness of the normal sweetener, and it's not a big rush of sweetness. It's more blended, you know. It's what's the word we're looking at? Yeah, blended is the word I'm looking at. But yeah, it's more smooth than what the super sweet is. The super sweet kind of, it's like your recipes over here with all your flavors, and then the super sweet is like attached to the side of it. It's not quite in there mixed up. It just feels like it's something else that just jumps out at you, but it's not really mixed with the recipe. It's like a standalone in there. It's weird, but it does its thing on certain recipes. There's some I wouldn't use it on. There's some where you do just want that smooth sweetness in there. They'll just add a bit of sweetness without going crazy overboard. But with this one, when you actually eating the chew, it does give you that like crunch cheese sugar shit. He went over a little bit. Damn, didn't want it that sweet. Okay, well, there's that bit of it. I wasn't going to put nicotine in because I was going to do it off camera, but I'm going to put it in. Needs to be done right now. The reason I wasn't going to put it in because I thought I had to fill some up from the freezer, but I don't, because I had somebody send me, somebody quit DIY. They weren't getting on with it. They were a viewer of my channel, maybe that's why they quit. I don't know. But in all seriousness, it wasn't for them. So they got a hold of me, they sent me an email and asked if I would like... Why is it always one thing? There we go. They asked me if I would like their flavours. And I said, yeah, send them on. I said, and I'll send you some back. Well, I've got them made for him, but he sent me the flavours. And then he also sent me, he had a whole, what's this, a 125 mil? Whole 21.5 mil of 100 milligram nicotine. So it was great because I was kind of getting low, and I also ordered some. And sent me some ethyl modal crystals, which I've not tried before. So I'll put some of them together. And some more Coolada, which I do have. And then he sent me all these other flavours. And I was really surprised. I thought, oh, there's going to be a bunch that I've got. There was only like one that I had, which is unusual, you know, because a lot of people get like the more common flavours first. And maybe that's why he gave up on it. Maybe the ones he had, although I see them, they don't seem to be anything wrong with them. You can tell he wanted a tart apple cranberry kind of thing, because there's a lot of that there. Not really any creams, just the one, which was flavour as milk, and TFA cheesecake. I tried TFA cheesecake. I am not sure about that. I made a mix with it, and I don't know. Maybe it's just the mix was off, but didn't really. I've got pre-mixing. I'm gonna have to do this with all VG, which nothing wrong with that, but I was going to put 80-20 in there to make this about a 70-30 mix or thereabouts. But we're going to use VG, and I've got to remember VG is a bit heavier, so I'm going to have to go over what the calculator is telling me a little. What do I say that? It's going to fill up the, there we are, that's where the calculator is telling me to go. Let's put at least another gram or so in there. There we go. That's what's good about these calculators, they also calculate the gravity for you as well. Oh, I got to get a new one of these as well. No, don't go on me now. Well, I might have to do this the old-fashioned way. Yeah, I think it's going to have to be the old-fashioned way, unless I can... The little thing in here keeps on... Yeah, it keeps bending over. There we go. I think that just, yeah, just flung shit everywhere. There. Yeah, I'm going to have to order another one. Can't be without this thing. This thing is a godsend. It's just great. You can tell how well it works because if you've got something very dark in there, I made a chocolate peanut butter last night, and which never comes out very good. I did do a shake and vape on it. It's one of the better ones I've ever done. But I've done that one and it's kind of comes out very dark. So you've got all the dark flavourings at the top of the juice, and you can actually see how well this thing works, because when you put it in there, all of a sudden they dissipate, and within 3 seconds the whole thing's the same colour. So you know it's mixing it real good, but it just saves all that shaking with your hand. Okay, there we have it. Video 156, 1 year on. Can't remember what I made in the first one. I think I was teaching how to make Ejuice. But yeah, 1 year on, this is where we're at. I'd say we've come a long way. I've come a long way. Still learning. I've got a lot to learn, and I'm learning something every time I mix, which is just great. That keeps me going, I think, because if you get somewhere, I don't mix because I need the vape. I mix because I enjoy it, and I mix also obviously because of this channel, but mainly because I enjoy mixing, and it's become more of a addiction than anything else. So it's I'm going to be doing this for a long time, so you're going to have to put up with me, which if you subscribed you want to anyway. But thanks for everybody's support. We're going to have another great year. DIY is just going to keep on expanding. Is it the TDP? I think it is in England. And you've got the FDA here, and they're going to start regulating all this shit, or have started. And it's going to get where you can't buy certain things, or certain companies are going to go out of business, and there's going to be, everything's going to probably get more expensive. And I think a lot more people are going to be looking this way to get their Ejuice, because I still think there's a massive amount, I mean millions of people out there that do not even think about making their own juice. You know, it's not even a concept. And I think just as time goes by, and I think sort of like this year, I think we're going to see an explosion. I really do. I think we're going to see a lot of people, a lot of new people come on the scene, and this is going to take off even more. I'd imagine, just if you were to talk to someone like Ball City Flavors or E-Cig Express or something like that, I bet you they can say that these last few months are probably getting more and more and more busy. It just seems, you know, even when I started a year ago, you know, There's the same vape channels out there that there was. There might be a couple of other ones, but things just seem to have progressed so much through all of them. Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see what happens. But I'm going to be here. I'm going to go along on this crazy journey and see where it heads. But I've enjoyed every minute of it. Well, not every minute, but most minutes. But yeah, it's been great. I've met a lot of nice people, people I really consider as friends, and there's a lot that goes on behind the scenes. Emailing back and forth between different people. Some people are sending me stuff, I'm sending them stuff, and yeah, it's cool. It's yeah, something I really like doing. So where are we? We're 21 minutes. We don't want to make this one too long. Let's get these fucking things on. And yeah, I am the one that swears. I swear as much as I want. I swear as much as I normally do in real life. You don't see no airs and graces from me. If I don't like something, I tell you, and if I like something, I tell you, and if I'm going to show my ass, I do. Yeah, this is the raw channel. This is although do you know what I say that Fresh 03, from what I've seen from his as well, his is again very raw, and I think people appreciate that too. It's about mixing. He puts a lot of recipes out, and I was his 10,000th subscriber. I might have mentioned that before. I'm proud of that one. Someone come on the live feed and said Fresh 03's got 9,999 subscribers. So I quickly went, clicked on. I think I've told you this story before. Quickly clicked on the link, and I thought, there's no way I'll get there in time. Somebody's already subscribed. I got there, 9999, and I hit subscribe. And I've seen his channel many times, and I just didn't subscribe to it. There's a lot of channels. I think his and JFM's is probably the only other vape channels I'm subscribed to. I need to start watching a lot more. I mean, I watch DIY or Die, as most people do. Need to get over and watch what Zesty Vapes is doing. I know John has him a lot on his live shows and in the chat on most of his live shows. So I want to see what's going on over there. He's very well regarded, nice guy. Yeah, I think that's someone I should be following. And he kind of, I know John's been inspired by him a few times. Yeah, and he did say to me when I was doing the beard, I said I was looking for a certain pair or something, and he said pair by Inawera. So I went ahead and bought that one. Great pair. It wasn't what I needed, but it's still a great pair. Glad I got that one, because it's now being used in here. So yeah, and I should have said, do you know what, there's something I miss in all my videos: steep time. This one is shake and vape. You can shake it and vape it. Mine was better this morning than it was last night. You know, the grape in it is, the grape needs a chance to settle and just cohese, mingle, spread itself out through the rest of them. It needs to just calm down a little. And I think probably after about 3 days it's going to be real good, because this one, obviously I made this one last night, and you can see there's just a slight difference in colour, not much, but it's going to change a little bit, and I want to just see what it does. But I wanted to release it straight away, because even if it's not that good after a week, it's a great shake and vape. So, and it will be fine after a week. It's going to be just fine. So okay, I've gone on for another 4 minutes, and I think that's all I've got to share with you. Happy birthday to us, and yeah, keep following. Subscribe if you haven't. Give us a thumbs up. It's 1 year old, and I need all thumbs up. I don't need a thumbs down on this one. I don't care either way. And I have a ton more juices steeping. I don't, the Grape Airhead and the peach one I've got in here right now, which I'll release, I don't know, sometime during the week or next weekend, or just put it out on my website or do something. But that one's very good. The Grape Airhead's very good. I think I've maybe got probably, I would say probably 2 or 3 over there that I'd say are very good, and there's probably some that are good. There's maybe 80 mixes in there, but I'm getting a little bit more picky with them now, and they've got to have something exceptional, because of what's come together in this last week or so. The mixes have been out there; they've been great, especially the clone of the beard. Everyone that's tried it has said nothing but great things about it, which obviously it tastes exactly the same as the beard, so there's nothing, if someone doesn't like it, it just means they don't like peach and they don't like beard 71. So yeah, I blame the beard company for that one. But yeah, I think from going forward, you're gonna see a lot more, a lot better mixes is what I think. I've put out some real good stuff. I know that, and but I think something has changed here, and we've got over a hill, and all of a sudden now I see some stuff in a different light, and we're going to start putting some good shit together. Anyway, I can keep on talking about this stuff, but I think we're done. Thanks for your support, folks. Let's have another great year, and I'll see you real soon.